uh, one person said the women who had kids out of wedlock were not in love, they were in lust. Okay, so this person said these women they're referring to the women on my Section 8 food stamp cut video who had multiple kids and the fathers wasn't paying child support. So this person is saying they were not in love, they had these kids out of wedlock, and they were lusting. Okay, well, first of all, we don't know if they had these kids out of wedlock or not, but let's just say that they did have them out of wedlock. You know, this is 2018. Quite a few people are not married these days. The younger people, they don't rush to the altar anymore. I'm not saying that that's good or bad. I think that's a choice that people have to make for themselves. But what I am saying is we shouldn't assume that they had these kids out of wedlock. They might have had them when they was married and maybe the guy split. Okay, so let's just put it this way. Okay, women who had these guys and now the guys are not there or they're not paying child support, they made a judgment call. Now I'm going to get deeper into that because that's another comment that I had. You know, why are these women picking these guys for lust, and they sometimes guys that are deadbeat? Well, let's talk about that, women. What kind of man do you pick to father your children? Okay, because you got to think about a lot of things. Okay, and I'm talking to the women that have children, and I'm talking to the woman that is thinking about having a child, and I'm talking to the teens who haven't had a child yet at all. Okay, everybody, all women. First of all, you want to think about what type of person is this? Is this a person that slapped and abused their last woman, or talked about how he got over on the last woman, or called that woman to you, that woman was stupid, ignorant, all the negative names? Okay, and you know, he's over there in your house, okay, and what do you think you're gonna get? You think all of a sudden this guy is gonna change? Now he's gonna be the good guy if he's talking negative about those women? No, it's okay for him to talk about a past relationship that didn't work, but you don't need to let me know up front what you did to them or what you called them, because then I need to be able to look at myself and say, oh, okay, is this who I really want? You know, what kind of role model is he going to be for our child, right? That's a problem. So don't go over and have a child for him, and then when your child grow up and he's talking all this negative stuff to you, and you think that your child is not going to pick up on that. He is, because he's going to now transfer that over to the woman that he's seeing. And so you see where the problem is, right? And then I had some comments about why women aren't paying the child support. Well, let's talk about the deadbeat woman. Ooh, let's go there, okay? There's lots of women who have lost their children to either the father or DSS or something like that. Social service have taken their kids, right? Okay, well, they're supposed to be paying child support as well, okay? So don't say that, oh, well, you couldn't, you didn't have a job or anything like that. No, go get one. Whether you have to work in Mickey D's or you washing dishes or whatever you have to do, go get one. And I know you can get one because people who really want to survive, they go out there and get it. So that's what you need to do. You need to get it because you are just responsible as a man is for paying child support. And oh, when I had the last conversation on the Section 8 and food stamp cut video, you know what I forgot to tell you? Oh, if you go to court repeatedly and the deadbeat mother or father still won't pay, and they just make a mockery of the court system, ask the court, can they please put a capias over their head? Now, a capias is like a warrant, okay? So anytime they don't pay the child support, you can notify the court, and then the court will issue the capias that's on record already for them to be picked up, okay? And then you can go, and if you know where they are, come on now, you know. So when you find out where they are, you can go over there. Don't go inside the house, for God's sake, and sit outside the building in a car that's not your car, okay, and call the police, let them know that they're in there, give them the warrant number. You got to get the warrant number from the court, okay, and the police can go and collect them. When they get collected up a couple of times, maybe they'll decide to go ahead and pay this money, okay? This is really drastic measures, but you know, let's face it, a parent, whether it's a man or a woman, because I also heard from some guys who are taking care of their children and the woman's not paying. You know, they're really struggling and hurting. And come on, those are your children, okay? You can help out. Please, help out. It doesn't matter whether you're married or not, because in 2018, people get married and get divorced all the time. You know, years ago, people used to get married and stay married. I believe in marriage, but, you know, I'm also realistic that that necessarily may not happen all the time in this day and time, right? So what we got to do is do the parenting thing. Be a parent to your child, whether you're there or not, okay? And don't just worry about just the money. You need to spend some time with your child. You need to be training your child. You need to let your child see how you are and what example you can bring to the table, okay? And women, come on now. Let's think about it. You don't need to be having these kids and not know these guys and what they can do for you, okay? Because a woman looks to a guy as a supporter, someone that got their back and they got their family's back, right? And the guy looks for a woman as a helpmate, somebody that he can talk to, he can depend on, you know, someone that has same values like him. So if you're not ready to pay up on child support, man or woman, zip it up. Come on now, just zip it up, okay? Put a little blanket on it, okay? And the women, you can get some protection, and so that you all can start a relationship strong without any problems, without any children, and then see how you grow together and see if you're family material. All right? Okay, let me look at another comment. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, comments on, someone commented that maybe soon guys won't be having kids because they can look at their father and what they went through. You know, maybe the father went through a divorce and it's a hardship, and maybe it wasn't a nice divorce. Maybe him and his ex-wife didn't get along, or she don't like him, or she don't like his new woman, or he don't like her new man, and all of that. So, you know, maybe guys or teenagers will look at that and say, oh, I don't want to go through that because that wasn't nice and I lived through that, right? Okay, something else to think about, okay? And let's see. Okay, so something else I want to talk to you about, changing the subject. I got a comment on, am I gonna do some 6-inch air fryer videos? I don't have a 6-inch air fryer to do a video on, and my suggestion to you is to watch my air fryer oven video, which is equivalent to the 6-inch, except it just goes up taller, right? It holds 3 racks instead of 1. Okay, and the concept is the same in regards to how you cook in an air fryer. The recipe you maybe cut in half. Okay, I know you don't like that, but unfortunately I have a 3-inch air fryer, and then I have an air fryer oven, so I don't see the need to go out and buy a 6-inch air fryer. Okay, another thing I wanted to let you all know is I have a link on my video, and it's to Amazon, and I'm selling Amazon products now. So you can go on down, and I'm recommending the air fryer. It doesn't matter whether it's a 3-inch or 6-inch air fryer oven, which you know does many things. It's a rotisserie. It air fries, it bakes, it dehydrates. It's you can cook shish kebabs. You can cook a whole chicken on the rotisserie. And several other things. So you can check out some of my videos and you can see that. Okay, and let's see what else I want to talk on. I want to talk on wasting food. Okay, that's very important, because when you just waste food or you run through it, then you got to go back to the grocery store and drop some more money. And you know, like I know, every time you go in the grocery store, you're talking at least $50 to $100, right, or more. Okay, so let's say you buy a bag of cheese, right? Instead of dipping in the bag of cheese and taking out what you want, break that bag down to a bag and get some little sandwich baggies that is Ziploc, and break that bag of cheese down to several bags, so that you can say, okay, I can get 4 servings or 4 dinners out of this one bag. You see what I'm saying? Versus you just taking your hand and putting it in the bag and pulling the cheese out. You can't control it that way. Okay, another thing, you can look on one of my videos, and I made a chocolate cake, and I made it out of a box of cake mix. So instead of using the whole box of cake mix, I cut the batter in half. So I used half of the box of cake mix. So the box of cake mix was on sale. I think it was $1.25 or something like that. And I cut that in half. So right away you can see that that cost about maybe 70 cents or give or take. Okay. So the point here is if you're maybe only 2 people or 3 people or 4 people, you don't need to cook the whole box of cake mix. So right away you cut that cost down, and of course you only need to use half of the container of frosting, because you're only using half of a cake. Okay, so start thinking on those terms. Other things that I want you to think about is buying your meat in bulk versus packages, because when you buy it by packages, now you got to pay for them to package it up. Okay, so the amount per pound is going to be more than if you bought a large amount at one time, like chicken. You know, a case of chicken is $22 for 40 pounds. So you say, okay, well, I can't use 40 pounds. All right, well, you know, maybe your mother or your daughter or someone can split that with you. So let's say 2 people split that. That's only what, $11 each for 20 pounds. One package of chicken is going to be $11. Okay, so just think about some of that stuff. Okay. All right, I think I talked enough for the day, and this is Grandma Ray Don't Play. And oh, by the way, let me know if you like the word of the day. I started giving the word of the day as a form of encouragement. so that, you know, maybe somebody is down or out that day, or they just need some lifting. Let me know if you like that or not, okay? Some people have commented that they like it, but I want to hear from you. Okay, so the word of the day is, check this video out, play it back again, see how you can save some money on your budget. Because when you save some money, you can buy that house or buy that outfit, or, you know, do something with it that you really need to do with it, or maybe buy a house. Who knows? Okay? All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the Amazon link below. And remember, Grandma Ray loves you, and I love doing this for you, okay? And keep subscribing and help me to get to 1,000 subscribers, will you? I got to give those 2 Amazon giveaways out. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.